everyone, welcome to my autumn get ready with me makeup look. If you like the makeup that I have on, then please keep watching and subscribe and thumbs up.
So I started off by just washing my face to get any makeup that I had on already that day off using my Bioderma. Next, I used my Giorgio Armani Lasting Silk UV foundation. I just took 2 squirts of that on the back of my hand and buff in with my Real Techniques brush. And this is a really buildable foundation, so the more you want to put on, just keep adding layers if you like a thicker coverage. Next, I took my concealer and my MAC Prep and Prime. I used the Rimmel Wake Me Up just to hide any blemishes that I had and buffed those in. I then took my Prep and Prime by MAC under my eyes in a triangle type shape to cover the darkness under my eyes and also give me a little bit of highlight. And a stupid face. Next, I used my Nars Laguna bronzer. I love this bronzer, it's my ultimate favourite. And I just did this in a 3 shape around my face, so to my temples, my cheekbones and underneath, just in a 3 shape. And once I'd done that, I just got a little bit extra and put it around the top of my forehead, under my jaw and on the sides of my nose. Next, I took my Smashbox blusher in, I think the colour is Gingersnap, and just put a little bit of this on my cheeks. You don't need to touch much of this, it's so pigmented. If you put too much on the brush, then it will just make you come out looking silly. I had a bit of an itch here. Next, I took a little mascara wand that I just got on eBay. You can get a packet of like 100 for about £2, and I just brushed my eyebrows into the shape and direction that I wanted them so that I could start putting on my brows. First, I took the lightest colour and just did that at the start of my eyebrows, just at the front, so it looks a little bit more natural and the colour kind of progresses in. You just line this underneath the front and then just brush upwards and just keep brushing, that's the trick. Just do loads of little fine brush strokes just to fill it in a little bit, just so it looks like you've got a few more hairs there. Next, I took the darker colour. You barely need to touch this. You have to go really slow and steady with this stuff. So just a few brushes. I like quite defined brows, so as you can see I'm just doing loads of brushes, and then every so often I'll just tap my angular brush, which is from Body Shop, in the shadow colour. And then brows are done, and I just brush them into the same direction as I did previously before I use my Brow Drama from Maybelline. which I'd say is just as good as the Benefit Give Me Brow product. I had that years and years ago, and it's just so expensive for such a little pot, which does last, but I think if you can get this for so much cheaper, then you might as well do it. Next I took one of my colour tattoos, and I can't actually remember the shade I used. They're all quite sheer though, I feel. I just kind of use this as a base. And I just took that all over my lid, just with my finger. I feel like that's the best way to apply these colour tattoos. I then took my MAC eyeshadow in the colour Cut to Fit and just put this all over where I'd applied the colour tattoo and more into the crease. I did this quite roughly and I didn't blend yet, as I want to add another colour to add a little bit more definition. So at the moment it's quite sharp, let's say. If you just kind of shape these into almost an egg shape of your eye. As you can see there. And I find that a bronze look is good for any eye colour. It brings out your eyes really nicely. And then obviously it goes with autumn because of all the leaves that fall off the trees and look so pretty. I then just put a little bit more of this colour on my lower lash line. Not all the way into my tear ducts, just the majority of the way. I then took my Bobbi Brown palette, which is called Rich Chocolate, I believe, and just took the darkest colour. And I only used a real small bit of this. It wasn't the most important part of the look in the end, but I just wanted a little bit more definition in the corner of my eyes. So I just put a little bit of this through, again using a Real Techniques brush. And same to the other eye. And then once you've done this, I took another Real Techniques brush. This is my favourite brush for blending. And I just blend and blend and blend. You can never blend too much. And I always find that it looks like the colours come off quite a lot, but if you blend and then reapply and then blend and reapply, then the colour will build rather than put on too much. And I just think it looks really natural once you've blended it out. It's just a really kind of subtle autumny smoky eye almost. And there's the finished eyeshadow. I then just used some Maybelline the Falsies mascara, and I like quite thick lashes, so just keep going with this until you're happy. And there are the finished eyes. Then I just took some Rimmel Clear complexion powder just to powder my face. In the winter I prefer to be more matte than dewy. I then used a combination of two lipsticks. First I used the Kate Moss lipstick in the colour 30. This is brand new and I didn't realise it was quite as pink as it was when I put it on. So I put that on, that's what it looks like when that's on there. I decided to put some red Lancome lipstick over the top just to make it a little bit more ready to go with the eye makeup a little bit better. And this is the finished look.